In today's video, I'm going to share with you how to decorate a gorgeous traditional theme Christmas tree step by step. Keep watching. Hello everyone, I am Ramon. Welcome back to Ramon at Home. I'm a Christmas design expert and seasonal decorator here to make you feel more comfortable about your designs. And in today's video, I'm going to share with you how you can decorate a gorgeous and traditional Christmas tree step by step. This is an absolutely gorgeous Christmas tree. It has some nutcrackers, the traditional colors, and it is super easy to put together. So I'm gonna give you all the instructions and step by step how you can create this beautiful Christmas tree. Before we get started, I have a sneak peek of upcoming Christmas videos that you might want to stay tuned for. Let's take a look. All right, everyone. So I'm going to share with you what we're working on here at Sonora Design Center. Here is some of the poinsettias that we are looking at. Absolutely gorgeous traditional colors. There's some funky colors like maybe or funky texture like this one right here, but what I really want to share with you is some of the Christmas trees that we've done. So follow me over this way. I'm gonna share with you, I shared last time all of our setup, so you don't have to look at our chips and stuff, but here's our camera. These are all of the Christmas trees that we've done so far. We have this gorgeous caramel glam, or not caramel but candy cane glam that I already done. We have a traditional over here. We've done a blue and white. We've done a gold with black. And if you can see my cameraman, the Nutcracker, which is one of my favorite ones. Then after that, we have this gorgeous girly with a tinsel, and it's just so pretty. We have a black and white with penguins, and today we finished this absolutely gorgeous rose gold. If my cameraman would come and look at this ornament right here, look how big those are. So that's what we've been working on so far. I'm having a blast, and I really hope that you are ready for Christmas 2024, because I know I am. I could not be more excited about all of the Christmas trees and themes coming for 2024. You guys, there is so many already done, and I'm still working on a bunch of them that I'm going to be bringing to you here on the YouTube channel. So if you are new to the channel, please consider subscribing, and while you subscribe, don't forget to turn the notification bell on, because you will not want to miss any of those Christmas trees and themes. And then also don't forget to like this video and share with your friends. Why? Well, because it is free and it really helps this channel. All right, you guys, so now we're going to head all the way over to Sonora, and I'm going to share with you how you can create a gorgeous and traditional Christmas tree step by step. Let's watch. All right, everyone, let's get started decorating this beautiful traditional Christmas tree. I'm super excited because I chose one of my favorite themes for this year, which is going to be a traditional nutcracker. And for that, what I chose, let me get my scissors ready. What I chose is this beautiful ribbon from Sonora Design Center that has a gold lame back and this collection of beautiful nutcrackers. I'm going to be pairing that with this beautiful green ribbon. And for our accent ribbon, I'm going to choose or select this right here with the stripes. There's going to coordinate all of it together. You know, if you've been following the channel any period of time, you know that I like to do a 4-step process when I decorate Christmas tree, which is ribbons first, then we do ornaments, at the end we do picks, stems and florals, and our 4th step is going to be our accent ribbon. So keep that in mind, and you too can create a gorgeous Christmas tree. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop it on the floor, and I always like to start by dovetailing my ribbon. And I always tell you that having your tools at the ready is the best thing you can do. And let me move this already. I can see Jameson saying, you better put something down because it's making a lot of noise. So I grabbed this Santa boot, just so that you don't have to hear my scissors going down. All right, so as I was mentioning to you, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pinch right here, and then I'm going to do a loop. I want to set about an 8-inch loop, and then I'm going to twist to make sure that the design part of the ribbon is facing me, and I have all my wires at the ready. You know that I love to have my tools at the ready, well, because that allows me to work a lot faster, you guys. If you are out there decorating people's homes for the holidays, having your tools at the ready is the best thing you can do to be efficient. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start right here on the top, and I'm going to grab one of my bristles and I'm going to twist it like this, making sure that that dovetail goes up on the top. And then I'm going to bring my ribbon, I'm going to give it a big swoop, and I'm gonna go as far in as I can to the tree, and by grabbing one of those bristles I'm going to twist in. All right, so I'm gonna do a second one right here. Okay, so you're gonna do a swoop like this, as I mentioned. You're gonna pinch right here, and then you're gonna go as far in as you can. You're gonna grab one of your bristles right here, and that you're going to attach to your ribbon, and we're going to leave a big tail like this. And so what I'm going to do is I'm gonna grab my scissors over here. I always like to put my scissors on my pocket, well, because you know, I don't like to be looking for them, so I'm gonna put them right here. I have ripped a few pairs of jeans. All right, so then what I'm going to do is I'm gonna start over again. So I'm going to dovetail right here, and I'm going to pinch. Let me give you a close-up. Once you pinch your ribbon, what I'm going to do is I'm gonna do a swoop like this, and then you pinch, 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 and what you're going to do is you're going to twist like this. You're gonna grab your wire, and you're going to go around it, and then we're going to pull really tight. And so you're gonna have this tail, this loop, and the rest of your ribbon going down. And so now what I'm going to do is I'm gonna go over to this side, and I'm gonna go over to the top one more time. And as you can see, this is creating our bow at the top, and that's why you wanna have that tail. We want to have almost like a funky bow. And don't be afraid to manipulate your ribbon. You're not gonna hurt it, trust me. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna do one more swoop right here, and I'm gonna grab a bristle like that, pinching my ribbon, and then I'm going to make sure that I have my ribbon one more time going down, and I'm going to secure it with one of my bristles, and once again I'm going to leave a tail, and I'm going to dovetail right here. As you guys can see, they're not on the same spot, but that's fine because they have to be almost like really close looking sisters, but not quite like twins. So I'm gonna do one more time, but I'm gonna do it in the middle. And for the middle, what I'm going to do is instead of just doing one loop, I'm gonna give my tail right here. Then I'm going to go under. And because that is like the dead center of my tree, what I'm going to do is I'm gonna do a bow, a 2-loop bow like this. I'm gonna grab a wire. I'm going to pull back really tight. And so now I'm going to go right here in the middle of my tree. I'm going to grab a bristle, and I'm going to tie my wire to that bristle right in the middle, very secure. You want to fluff this bow. And so what you want to do is you grab your ribbon, you give a swoop, and you want to grab another bristle. Now this tree is perfect, you guys, because it has that really beautiful greenery right here, but towards the back of the branch right here has a PVC type of bristle that you use to attach. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do another swoop right here, and I'm going to go all the way to the back, grab a bristle, and so now, oops, I'm telling you, I'm always losing my scissors. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut my ribbon right here like that, and we have enough ribbon. As you guys can see, I just use enough ribbon with one bolt to do my whole tree. You do not really have to, well, you can put as much ribbon as you want. It's your tree at the end of the day. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to do one more, but this time I'm only going to do one loop. It all makes sense when I explain this to you. Right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my wire. This wire, it's a florist wire, you guys, and it is the best thing you can use. See, I'm gonna put it right here, right next to my bigger bow. I'm gonna do another loop. I'm gonna grab that bristle and tie it. So now we have a bigger bow because I want to continue over to this side, like so. I'm gonna be a bigger loop right here. We already have the bolt, so might as well use it. Grab a bristle right here and attach it. And so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do yet another right here, attach. See how pretty that is? I just love the way this looks going both sides. And so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to layer it. So for that, I'm going to use my green ribbon, and we're going to do the exact same thing. I'm gonna drop it on the bottom. I'm gonna grab my scissors. Look how gorgeous this is, you guys. This is a beautiful fairy silk ribbon. Has this gorgeous green glitter stripe, and then it has a beautiful taffeta back. It is so stunning. I absolutely love it. So what we're going to do with this is we're going to pinch right here. Do a pinch. I'm going to grab a wire, attach right here to the top. Make sure that it's really tight. So So I'm gonna attach right here, really next to the other ribbon. And so what we're going to do is kinda put it under the other one. I'm gonna pinch right here. With the same bristle that I attached the other one, I'm gonna use to attach my ribbon, like this. Look how beautiful that is. So I'm gonna do another one going under it. Pinch, pinch. Basically unattach my ribbon, attach it again, and see how that gives us that big bow right here. That's where we're going. We really want to be able to make a big statement with your ribbon. However, you want to use the least amount of ribbon possible. So now I'm gonna move on right here to the middle, and you guys will see how big of a statement this makes. So I'm gonna dovetail my ribbon. I'm gonna give it another tail right here. This ribbon, you guys, is absolutely stunning. I wish you could see it in person. Remember, this is from Shinoda Design Center. It is available. I think they do ship, so be sure to give them a call. I'm gonna leave their information down below. So I'm gonna grab my bristle right here, and I'm gonna twist, making sure that that dovetail goes like this. And so now what I'm going to do is I'm gonna do a big loop. I'm going to attach right here, right on the same spot where the other one is attached. Basically what you want to do is unattach it and then attach both of them together like this to kind of create that same loop swoop that we're doing. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do yet another one, and I'm going to attach it right here, right next to my other one with a bristle. And now we get to dovetail this beautiful ribbon. And don't be afraid to cut your ribbon, because sometimes these ribbons are not very forgiving. So it is better, you get a better mileage out of your ribbon if you actually cut. I know some of us are so afraid to cut our good ribbons, but what are you going to do? Save it? You know what you could do is just make the bows and then save the whole bow together, because look how much more mileage you get out of your ribbon by doing this technique. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do another one right here. I'm going to grab my wire and my scissors because I'm going that way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my wire right here. I am going to twist, and what I want to do is go right here in the middle like this. And so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over to this side. Look how big of a loop this is. This is probably about 24 inches. And so I'm going to attach right here like this. Look how stunning. You guys, a good ribbon has a wire that when you do this right here, the ribbon stays like that. If it flops like this, that is not a good wire on your ribbon, and you probably need to invest a little bit more on a better quality ribbon if you want your tree to look this gorgeous. All right, so now I'm gonna cut right here. And I need to reassess. So to reassess, I kind of have to look at my tree right this way. You know what? I feel like I need to do another one over on this side. All right, you guys, so I want to take a quick second to invite you to watch the Christmas trends for 2024 so that you know what's going to be hot, what's going to be trending, and what's not going to be this Christmas season 2024. I'm going to put a video down below in the description box so that you can watch that video and be inspired. All right, now that I said that, we're going to get back to the video. Okay, so now that we're done with step number one, which is our ribbons, and do keep in mind we have a third ribbon, which is our accent ribbon. What we're going to do is we're going to add our ornaments, and for this occasion, I chose a selection of traditional color ornaments like this green right here on an 8-inch, and I have about 6, so I have to be very careful where I put them. This particular type of ornament is going to help you fill in the gaps in your tree, and I have already wired them, you guys, which is like my number one thing, is like you have to have your ornaments wired because, well, it is a faster way to work. So that's 3. I have another one right here, and remember that I always like to kind of look away to see where I might need some ornaments. All right, I'm gonna grab another one over on this box. And I'm gonna put it right here. So what I want to share with you real quick is that I put a wire on them. And the way you do this, in case that you want to wire your ornaments, is you grab your wire, you put it through your ornament, then you twist once, and now you have this wire right here. So now I'm going to put it right here, right next to my bow, to fill in this gap on my ornament. And what you want to do is you want to put that wire back to hide it, so that way it looks like it's hanging from the branch and there is no wires and it looks seamless. And so now what I'm going to do is grab my last one of these green ones, and I want to make sure that I have enough of them. And it looks like this on the bottom is got the biggest gap. All right, so that's my green ones, only 6 of them. So now what I'm going to do is grab this particular one, and this one is missing a wire. I'll show you one more time. So you put your wire through, you bend it, twist it, and I'm gonna put this guy right here on the top. I love this one because it has all the colors that we're going to be needing. It has the gold, has the red and the green. So I'm going to go over here. Now by putting 2 of these right here together, is going to create a cluster. As you guys can see, that's what we want. You want to add clusters of ornaments to your Christmas tree. So basically I'm going to look for a spot close to where I have an ornament like this one right here. Since it's our focal point, I'm gonna grab this wire and twist it around, pull it back, and see how it just creates that bigger of a cluster. You keep in mind that when you're decorating your Christmas trees, and you're always going to have a gorgeous Christmas tree. So there's another one right here. Remember, not on the same branch, but really close to it, to create that cluster. I'm gonna go over to this side and grab a branch and put it right here. You guys, if you are out there decorating your Christmas trees for clients, really being fast is what you want to do. It's the best way to create a better stream of revenue, because you can decorate more Christmas trees in one day. I remember when I worked decorating people's Christmas trees for Christmas, we used to do up to 20 Christmas trees a day. Yes, 20. I remember this lady's house had 6 of them, and keep in mind, there was a team of like 2 or 3 people, but it was 20 Christmas trees in one day, which a lot of people would think that's crazy, but if you love it, you love it. All right, so I'm gonna add this last one right here. So now it's creating this depth and dimension. I'm gonna grab this ornament, which is more like a onion shape or a finial shape. These particular ones we want to bring out to the tips of our Christmas tree. So I'm gonna put one right here, and you wanna let it dangle down so it looks like it's growing from the branch. I'm gonna put one right here. I'm gonna put one right here, right in the middle, or the tip. I'm gonna grab another one, and I'm going to maybe put another one, let's see, over here. Remember, what happens on the right happens on the left. What goes up must come down. If you keep that in mind, you're always going to have a beautifully decorated Christmas tree, or if you are decorating floral arrangements, whatever it is that is designed, keep that in mind. What happens on the right happens on the left. I'm gonna go over to this side. Let's see, I'm gonna put this one right here on the front. Like that. See how it dangles down? I have a few more of this that I need to find a place. I'm gonna add this one right here. Now what I like about this particular ornament is it has that white stripe which pulls the white on my ribbon. That white on the ribbon was a little stark, but now that there's other white elements, it really starts to tie it together and make a cohesive look. All right, I have one of these ones left. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna go like this. Whatever my eye tells me, I'm gonna put it right here, right on the tip. All right, so now I'm gonna get my next ornament batch, and I'll be right back with you. Keep watching. All right, I am back, and I wanna talk to you about these cute clusters of ornaments. How absolutely cute this is, you guys. It has a 4-inch and 2-inch ornaments with this beautiful frosting on them. Once again, it's going to pull the white from my ribbon, and these ones I have 6 clusters. So once again, I'm going to put them close to another ornament so it starts to cluster them together. I'm going to grab one more cluster, and let me see, I'm going to put one right here in the middle with my bow, and I'm going to grab that bristle. It is important that you have that wire so you can really manipulate your ornaments. And look how fast this tree is really filling in. I'm going to put this guy right here, and remember to always pull that wire back because that's going to really hide and disguise that. Look at this right here. I'm gonna put this guy right here, and I'm going to attach it to my bristle back like this. And look, this ornament right here and this right here just created a really good cluster of ornaments. I'm going to go all the way to the top, perhaps right here, add this guy right in here. I'm on my tippy toes right now, but it's okay. Look at that. See how it's just filling in all those traditional colors? It's looking so beautiful. I have one last one, so I'm going to go maybe right here on the bottom, because remember, what goes up must always come down. All right, so far so good. I do have a few red leftover ones. So what I'm going to do is just grab my ornaments, put a wire through them, and I'm going to put them separately. Right here, one close to my ornaments. I'm gonna grab a second one, and I'm going to add this guy, let's see, right here. The key is to put them close to what you already have in there. Once again, you want to create those clusters of ornaments. And I'm going to add this guy over here, right next to this guy. All right, so far we've done our ribbons, looking beautiful. We've done all of our ornaments. So now I'm gonna get all of my picks, my stems, and I'll be right back to give you step number 3. Keep watching. All right, you guys, so the next step is going to be picks. And let me tell you, this is where you take your Christmas tree from flat to fabulous. I'm gonna start with this beautiful gold palm, and look how flat they come. So you need to kind of separate those foliages and give them a little curvature too. So what we're going to do is give it a bend going this way. I'm gonna start right here on the middle, and look at that. That's what's going to give us the depth and dimension on our tree. I'm gonna try it and keep it as close and tight to the core of the Christmas tree, because I really want to be able to see that tree. Look at that. That is exactly what this tree needed, was some picks to give it that depth. I always tell you guys to invest in a good quality ribbon, and then also in good quality picks, because that is going to give your eye the depth and dimension that it needs to make your tree look very three-dimensional. I'm gonna add another one right here. Now keep in mind that I wanna make him as tight as possible to the core of the tree, but also remember to pull those stems. Look, what happens on the right happens on the left. So I'm gonna go over to this side now, like this. And what you can do is attach with one of the bristles if you wanted to. Oh my gosh, look at that. Just those few picks really is making a difference. So I'm gonna go over to this side right here. You wanna grab one of those and kinda intertwine them together to lock it in place. I'm gonna grab another one. I'm gonna show you a trick after this one. All right, so I'm gonna go over to the other side. What happens on the right happens on the left. Ramon, what happens on the right happens on the left. You've already been telling people for many years, so you better follow your own instructions, because that way you can ensure that your tree is going to look absolutely fabulous. So I'm gonna add that one right there. Now, how about the top? This time I don't want to be really, you know how in the past we've done them really packed and pretty, and we're gonna be doing some of those coming up soon too. But for this particular one, what I'm going to do is I'm gonna cut my pick into 2. So one like this and 2. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this one right here facing down, and then these 2 over on this side facing down. So it kind of begins to get tighter. Also, what you want to do is insert these particular picks. I'm gonna do one more like this. What you want to do is cut right here. Remember that single one, you wanna put towards the top of your tree, right here. And then the one that is 2, you wanna go in the joint of your ribbons, and you want to put that guy right there to hide that mechanic. I cannot stress that enough, you guys. If you really want your tree to look like a designer came to your home and did it, or if you're out there designing for your customers, oh my gosh, these are so hard to cut. What you want to do is make sure that you hide all of those mechanics. So go in between the bows and then put your stem right there, so it looks like it's growing from the ribbons. Let me find another area where I need to show you this trick. So Let's see, we have one right here. We already put that one in. We have this one right here, so I'm gonna put it right here in between my bow to hide all of those mechanics. Look how pretty, that's what it needed. So that's all I'm gonna do with the gold. I'm gonna move on to the lime green, and once again, separate all of these right here, give it that curvature so it drapes down. Now I'm gonna go over here with all of these ornaments, and I'm gonna put that pick. Look at that, how absolutely gorgeous. I'm gonna go right here and put another one right there. I have plenty of these ones, so what I'm going to do, there goes the noise that Jameson absolutely hates. You know, he was always telling me all these tips. When I start working, you guys, and things get moved around, it's impossible to keep at it. Okay, so now I'm gonna go right here. Look at that. It looks like your ribbon is growing from the stem. Let me go right about over on this side, right here. Look how pretty that is. I'm gonna go over here to the bottom. I love this lime green one because it looks so close to the green of the tree. So it's letting us play with the texture of the tree. By adding another green, it adds just so much texture. So I'm going to add one right here. And look how this right here is what gives us the depth for those ornaments. So I'm going to grab yet another one and put it like right here. I'm gonna stop right here, and I'm gonna move on to the red one. And this red one is one of my favorite ones because look how full this is, you guys. And what we're trying to do is attach all of the colors of the tree. And this is a shorter one, so I'm gonna start right here on the top and make sure that drapes down one more time. I'm gonna go in between my ribbon and add one. Look how pretty that is. Oh, so gorgeous. To me, one of the best combinations is traditional colors, whether it's this Nutcracker theme or it is like a plaid or a buffalo plaid. To me, that's what screams Christmas, and I just absolutely love it. Now, what we're doing is like what happens on the right happens on the left. So now I'm gonna move over to this side, and I'm gonna go right here where my ribbon is, and look at that. It just screams Christmas, and I just love it. Absolutely love it. All right, so now I'm gonna go over to this side, and I'm gonna go right here in the middle with all of these ornament clusters, and I'm gonna put another pick. I'm gonna grab them all in my hand. Let me see. We're gonna go over to this side, and I'm gonna go all the way to the bottom. Make sure that you decorate all the way to the bottom, and the way you do that is just add some of these picks, adding some of this color right here. Look at that. I'm gonna go over to this side and do one more on this side. And on the bottom, what you want to do is you want to grab one of those bristles and attach like that. All right, I have one more that I'm going to cut in half because I want it for the top. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go all the way to the top. I'm going to add this red one right here, and this little one I'm going to add right here. You see how the colors is all the way going down. I love the pop of the white on the ribbon. So now I'm gonna get ready to give you the last step. I'll be right back with you. All right, so let's recap before our last step. The first thing we did was to add our beautiful ribbons, and I absolutely love the Nutcracker theme on this right here, this beautiful green ribbon. So then what we did is we added all of our ornaments, starting with the green, then all of the accent ornaments, and at the end we added the clusters with the white to kind of tie in with the ribbon that has the white. After that, we added all of our picks in different shades of green, gold, and red. And so now to tie it all together, what we're going to do is add our accent ribbon. You know that if you've been following the channel, I have this technique, and if you just follow it, your Christmas trees are also going to look gorgeous. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna cut a dovetail, and what I like to do is do a tail like this, do a single loop bow like that, grab my wire, and basically what you do is you just do a single loop bow like this. You want to fluff it really good, and then what you want to do is give it a longer tail right here. And I always like to put that ribbon on my pocket because I'm going to be doing this a lot. And then you dovetail this guy right here, and then you look for a spot. Look at this ribbon right here. It's just a single tail. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to look for a spot like right here, and I'm gonna bring that ribbon and put it all the way in, pull it in, so it looks like that loop is just hanging out and curling. Look at that. That single loop right here, it really ties in all of the colors of the tree. I'm gonna do it one more time. So once again, just dovetail your ribbon. You guys, I always like to start decorating my Christmas tree with the main ribbon. In this case was the Nutcracker. And from there, I pull all of the colors and the textures that I need to finish my tree. So once again, just two tails, one longer than the other one. I'm going to attach my ribbon. Then I'm gonna dovetail the other end. This ribbon has to hang out. It's part of our flyaways. If you've been following the channel, you know what our flyaways are. It's just something that it sits on the top and it really gives it that much more texture. And we're gonna wrap that around like that. We're gonna bring out, look how pretty that is. Just an extra touch. I'm gonna do one more, then I'm gonna speed this up and give this tree a fluff and show you the end result. So one more time, just give it a tail, pinch, go under it, do about a 6-inch loop, pinch, grab your wire. We're going to attach and then tie it really tight. I'm gonna give it a longer tail right here. This is gonna be for the top, so make sure that you dovetail one more time. And I'm here to tell you, if I can do it, so can you guys. All you have to do is give it a try. Don't be afraid to cut your ribbons. Don't be afraid to mix textures and all of these beautiful patterns, because that's what really creates the magic of the holidays. At least for me, that's what makes our trees look absolutely gorgeous. So I'm gonna go right here in the center. Actually, no, I'm gonna move on down here. So I'm gonna put this guy right here. I'm gonna attach my wire to a bristle on the back, making sure that that's really tight, like this. Then I'm gonna flip this guy to make sure that it's popping like that, and look how pretty. All right, so I'm going to finish this tree and I'll be right back with you to give you the end result. Keep watching. All right, you guys, so here is the end result on this beautiful Nutcracker theme. I went ahead and added some of these big Nutcrackers to my Christmas tree, and I just gotta say that I also love this stripe ribbon. It really does complete the look. And you guys, look at all of those picks going all the way down on the Christmas tree. The gold, the red, the lime green, it is the perfect combination. And I just wanna give you a close-up right here of this beautiful Nutcracker ribbon, and then the big Nutcracker with all of the picks. It is absolutely stunning. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Let me know what was your favorite part. So what do you guys think? Wasn't this Christmas tree absolutely gorgeous and super easy to put together? The Nutcracker traditional theme is one of my favorites because it really is very indicative of Christmas. And I cannot wait to share with you all of the upcoming Christmas trees, trends, and DIYs for the holiday season 2024. So if you are new to the channel, please stay tuned. Don't forget to like this video, share with your friends on Facebook, Instagram, and on WhatsApp, because that is free and it really helps the channel. That invites them to come and join us so they too can learn. If you enjoyed this video, I'm going to recommend you watch the Christmas trends that I'm going to put right here so you guys can know what's trending, what's hot, and what's now for the holiday season. Thank you so much for watching. Consider subscribing, and as always, you can watch more videos right now. Until next time, bye.